So first up, we have State of Play, the newest PlayStation kind of recap of what they're going to be releasing soon. So I'm going to kind of go down here and just kind of talk about what interests me about the games. And so yeah. Um, First up, we have Godfall. Now, this game to me looks like an action RPG, but the developers they call it a looter slasher. So what does that mean? That means that you go around kind of hack and slash and you loot. So two very popular kind of genres of gameplay. I thought the visuals were amazing. You can see here they look pretty nice. The colors are vivid. The animations are very like exaggerated. Um, Now, the art style is also very consistent, which I like. Um, so the game is going to have 4 environmental stages: earth, wind, fire, and water. There's going to be 5 weapon classes: dual blades, which is in this clip here; long sword, which I believe is here. Uh, you're going to have pole arm and two-handed warhammer and a greatsword. And you also have a shield which you can call on command, which is very important. So one thing I like about what the game, aside from the way it looks and the way it looks like it plays, it really rewards offensive gameplay. Kind of like a game like Bloodborne or Sekiro. The only issue I had was that, like here, we can use this clip for example. The enemies, they kind of look slow and stupid at times. Like here he comes in just blasting this guy. By the time the guy swings, you're like long gone. So I really hope the enemies are more challenging than the way they look here. That was kind of my only concern. And it releases in 2020. So, okay, next up, Temtem. So this is a creature collection MMO. I know I know what everyone's thinking. It looks like Pokemon. That's exactly what it looks like. Now, the PvP is a big part of this game. Uh, they have 2-on-2 battles, and they have since it's kind of like a MMO. They have chat battle, trade, and there's like a club system which you can think of guilds. Now, this game was crowdfunded and is currently playable on Steam for $37.49. So you can play it now if you want. You don't have to wait. And it has a very positive user score, which is very promising. So I don't think this game warrants as much skepticism as some people might have, because it's people are already playing it and they enjoy it. So yeah, this isn't my type of game, but definitely looks pretty cool, and it's launching in next year for PlayStation. All right. Then we have Hood, Outlaws and Legend. So this game, when they played it, I thought it was something totally different than what it actually is. So it's an online team-based heist game, which I don't think I've ever played a game that's focused on that. I have played games that have that mode. Um, I can just think of like some of the older Battlefield games where you have to like collect. I believe you had to collect like gold or something. So you have 2 teams of 4 trying to steal treasure. Each team has there's 4 unique classes. Now, I don't know if you have to pick a unique class. I don't know if it's random. I don't know how it works. The game is basically it's just an online PvP game where you're trying to steal treasure. The 2 games are trying to steal treasure the best way. Now, it's not just like kill each other and the last man standing. There is strategy as well, but to me, the game looks incomplete. I don't think this is enough to compete in the market today. So I feel like they probably have to add more classes, more game modes, and then maybe like a single player campaign. I don't know, but the game looks incomplete to me. Um, and probably some more maps. So that's my criticism there. All right. Next up is a game that looked kind of uninspiring to me called the Pedestrian. Um, so this is a 2.5D puzzle platformer. As you can see here, you're actually this little guy, and you're traversing these puzzle platforms, but then you have like a sprawling environment in the background. Now, I was skeptical seeing it because it just didn't look like my type of game. But the game's on Steam and it has overwhelmingly positive reviews, which is something. That's something. Um, so obviously, the people that like puzzle games, platformers, you might like this game. Um, so yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with that. Okay, so next up we have Autochess. Now this is launching on PlayStation October 4. If you're if you're not familiar with Autochess, it's actually a mod from Dota 2. And you kind of pick your little characters, your heroes, and you put them on a map and they just automatically fight it out. Now, it's currently an exclusive on the Epic Game Store and on mobile. Um, and it is a free to play game. So it's going to release on PS4 on October 31st. So now, I play the League of Legends version, Team Tactics. But if this is free to play, I mean, I might give it a shot too. So, but it's nothing. I mean, it's already an established game. So next up we have Control. I don't know how you say this. AWE or AWE expansion 2. So Control got Game of the Year in many publications last year. I have it. I haven't played it yet, but I'm definitely interested. And I'm probably going to play it sometime soon. It's a third-person shooter action adventure game, and this is the second expansion for the game. So, and it's going to release August 27th this year. So, yeah, I mean, I definitely want to play the, initial version of the game before I consider getting an expansion, but this is a very well-loved game. Vader Immortal, a Star Wars VR series coming to PSVR. So I don't know much about it. I was actually debating buying it. Um, it's currently on the Oculus Quest. It has pretty good ratings. And the story, it's basically a story-based Star Wars VR game where I believe you play. I don't know if you play a Sith or a Jedi, but you definitely like have a lightsaber and you use the Force. So, um, it's a cool story-based VR game, from what I understand. So that I don't know how PSVR if it's going to be able to handle it. I don't think it's as good as Quest, but yeah, that's pretty cool that they're branching out. So this game, Bug Snacks. This is a interesting looking game. So it comes out holiday 2020 this year um, for the PS4, PS5, and it's also coming on the Epic Game Store. It looks like an adventure game where you can collect like little creatures using like puzzles. See how he uses that contraption and he captures that moth-looking creature? So you kind of like use these contraptions to collect these bug snacks. I'm guessing they're bugs that you eat, and then you return them for your village, and then over time your village grows and gets bigger. So it's kind of like a puzzle quest type, like village simulator, I guess. The only thing I have with this game is that the graphics kind of look clunky. Um, the facial animations look clunky, and the dialogue was really cheesy. So I don't think I'm gonna be getting this particular game. So next up we have Anno Mutation M, and this is coming to PS4. So this is a cyberpunk action adventure game with RPG elements. So the interesting thing about the game is it switches between 2D and 3D gameplay. There's no current release date, but I did see a Steam page, so I'm guessing it's going to be on PlayStation and Steam. So yeah, this is one I'm definitely going to watch. If it gets high ratings, people enjoy it, I might get this one. So so this game, I'm going to cover this separately more in depth. But this game looks really cool. It's a beat 'em up with RPG elements. It has a great 80s neon art style, as you can see here. And it's supposed to release December 31st, which is a placeholder date usually. So not sure if it's even going to release this year. And it's going to be on PlayStation and Steam. Now, there's a very serious allegation involving the development of this game. And so I'm going to cover that separately. So okay, next up, Genshin Impact. This hits PS4 in the fall. So this is a free-to-play open-world action RPG. It has a nice-looking anime art style. Beautiful looking. Well, the environment kind of looks a little plain here, but some of the environment looks beautiful. Um yeah, like right here, you can see like over the top JRPG like combat animations. So this is going to release sometime this year for PC, PlayStation, Switch, and mobile. And it's free to play, so definitely I'm probably going to try this out. And it kind of reminds me of I don't know if you all remember Aeon. For it was like a a really cool looking MMO that released, I don't know, like 5, 7 years ago. It kind of reminds me of that. So, and I played Aeon, and I enjoyed it. So I might pick this one up for free. So here we have Braid. So I don't know if you've all seen like the indie game developer documentary. I can't remember the name, but this is kind of like one of the grandfathers of the modern indie movement. This really blew up when it came out in 2008, and it got a lot of praise. So it's cool that it's getting an upgraded port. Um, from what I understand, they're like raising the fidelity and upgrading the graphics, but it's still going to have the same old quirky gameplay that people love. So, and next up we have Hitman 3 adds PS VR support. Now, what can I say here? I don't like that they focus just on the PlayStation for VR, because the PlayStation VR is outdated compared to like, you know, the Valve Index or the Oculus Quest. So I don't like that they're locking it down to the PlayStation VR. But it does, I have to admit, it looks cool. So Hitman 3 is the final in the trilogy of the Hitman series. Now, for those of you that are unfamiliar, it's a stealth assassination game. It's going to release January 2021 for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Now, the PlayStation VR is special part of the game. It's going to allow you to play missions from 3 as well as missions from the first 2 as long as you own the games for PlayStation. So it's going to allow you to load locations from older games and do missions. And it's going to allow for VR first-person assassinations. I don't know. I personally think that's awesome. I don't know how many parents would think that is awesome, but yeah. I don't have a PlayStation VR, and I'm probably not going to get one, so sucks for me. And finally, the crown jewel of the state of play. We have Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. Now, I don't know if they just revealed it, but there's some cool things that they revealed in this state of play. So, first of all, this is a beloved series for PlayStation. I had some of the original Crash Bandicoot games. They're it's a 3D action platformer, and they're very similar to Donkey Kong in a lot of ways. So you can play the full game with several different characters, including this guy. I think his name is Dingodile. Guessing he's a mix between a dingo and a crocodile. You can earn skins, no microtransactions. So here's a skin here. Inverted mode changes the look of the entire game, as you can see here. So it's kind of like a cool, I don't know how to call it. Like if you had on thermal goggles or something, but there's gonna have several different ones. So this one kind of looks thermal. They're gonna have an underwater one that I saw, and yeah, so that's cool. And it's gonna have several different inverted styles that change the art style. So I'm gonna pre-order this game. I'm excited for this game. This game looks awesome. So, all right. So that's it for the state of play. Hey everyone, thanks for watching this episode of Games I Speak. If you liked the episode, please subscribe and leave a comment below, and we'll see you all next time.